As always, we got Gunny Matheson, Joe Schmidt, and our special guest today.
All right.
It's not seating up there very good. No. Okay, you're gonna look at it afterwards and be like, "Oh, it doesn't fit. Why didn't you say something? It didn't go up there very good." How's that going? How's that going, guys?
It's not the light bulb that's the problem.
Hey, when does the light bulb go off? Like,
No. Really, what needs to happen now is Joe and Charlie need to get a stool and make a fuck with it. Okay?
I don't need a stool. No.
Well, no, you got to put the other piece on first, dude.
No, we don't. No. Not for tonight.
Yeah, yep, you got it. That looks great.
That is not going to work. You're going to be speaking
There you
and
go.
then all of a sudden,
Looks good.
no.
Bam.
No
We're
way.
good. Yeah. Good. It makes me comfortable to be
We
able.
better start this show, or
Yeah.
otherwise me and Tom are going to be in bed before the show's done.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
not
sure.
together, but
Yeah,
not again.
but it's still early. Okay.
What do you mean not again?
We ready? We good?
What do you mean not again?
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
All right.
We did.
Episode 106. Allison Thorson.
We're back
There you go.
for another episode of the show. As always, Gunny
Oh.
Matheson,
All right.
Joe Schmidt, and our special guest tonight, Allison Thorson.
Howdy.
We got a new neighbor, so we thought we'd invite her by, huh?
Yeah.
We got a new neighbor.
Yeah, we do.
Where are you from? Where are you from originally?
Originally, Sandusky, Ohio.
Sandusky.
And Congress is coming up, so I'm an OHIO girl. But yeah, Sandusky, Ohio is where I grew up, where I was raised, and then where my parents live, as well as a lot of our businesses are based still.
There's a Sandusky north of Whitesboro, too. Snows up there.
Huh? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Sandusky Road up there. Yeah.
Oh,
Sandusky
A
gas
road.
station.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Great breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, that's right.
Had no idea about that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay,
well,
pull your mic closer. Maybe, maybe
There you go.
rotate her up or something.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's all good.
Testing.
That's all good. So, ThorSport is. Tell us what ThorSport is. Okay, we know it's a sponsor. It's the name of the ownership of the new ranch. But what is it more than that? More than just the horses?
a little bit. So, and kind of in a sarcastic way, my last name is Thorson. My family has kind of Norwegian heritage descent. I always like to say Thor and then maybe a cuss word behind it because there's so much Thor-like businesses.
You can say swear words on
Thor
this show.
fuck.
Yeah. Hey, she
So-
did it, not me. She did it, not
You know,
me.
because I'll explain a little bit. So, grew up, I'm an only child, did a lot of sports and everything, but kind of grew up around, my mom and dad are big time entrepreneurs and business owners, and ThorSport Racing is kind of where it started. They've been in the NASCAR Truck Series since 1996, and the series started in 1995. So,
Because their entrepreneurial skills took them there, or because their business allowed them to have NASCAR team?
well, originally, my dad's from Minnesota, northern Minnesota, Bemidji, and my mom's from Wisconsin, in Wausau area. So, northern roots. Yes,
Norwegians.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
giving my little plug here.
Yeah.
But anyways, dad grew up in highway construction. He was one of two. He had two other brothers, 3 kids. Highway construction. He eventually wanted to get on the other side of it, so supplying all these highway contractors with the products, with the materials. So can kind of go on to that. My mom was one of 13 kids. Grew up telling me how she washed her hair with Dial soap. Rough. And so, long story short, they met. My mom pursued law through Louisiana, Chicago. My dad actually played hockey, tennis, all the sports. He was actually a professional tennis player for a while. And they both ended up in Denver, Colorado. And both of their last names were Thorson. So in horses, we call that line bred. So mom never had to change her last name because their mail got mixed up in the same apartment complex. And that's how they met.
That's how they met.
Yes.
That's cool.
Oh,
Because
wow.
both their
That's
last names were
super cool.
Thorson.
Yeah.
So sorry, mom and dad, I'm telling your secret. But maybe that's sometimes why some people think I'm
but
cool.
they're not brother and sister.
No.
Yeah.
But yet they both have like
NASCAR.
family. No. Well, they both have family members named Wayne, Mark. It's crazy.
Huh.
And, border states. Long story short, it's a little bit creepy, but some people that like me, they think it's a great deal and they say line breeding works. Some people that know me, they say she's crazy and it's like line breeding doesn't work. So we all know that in horses. So anyways, their mail got mixed up. They decided to purchase a company called Sealmaster, which was in Sandusky, Ohio. That's why they're based there because it was going bankrupt at the time. Asphalt coatings company basically supplies contractors from a do-it-yourself, like doing your driveway, making the parking lots black, the white paint, the yellow paint, pothole, crack filler, all that stuff. We manufacture those products.
You need to sell more to Indiana because driving to the Congress last year, the roads in Indiana wanted to knock my teeth out. And Ohio was great, smooth sailing. But Indiana, like, sensors in my truck were going off because of the rough roads.
But what if, like, Indiana just wanted to keep you awake at night, making sure you got there safely? You ever thought of it that way?
I was laying over in Illinois, so it was bright and early in the morning.
But yeah, so anyways, they ended up in Ohio. A thing that they loved to do was to go watch racing from IndyCar, NASCAR, all those things. So what started as a hobby ended up being a business, another counterpart to the main company, which is Sealmaster now to this day. Basically because there's a lot of business-to-business interaction, kind of like in the horse world. Like when we get into sponsoring with horses from a fan company to other products like Mars, who's in racing, who's in horses with the FLM chocolates and stuff like that. There is so much business-to-business interaction. And so the racing world, a lot like the equine world, there's a lot of correspondence between that. So they've found a way to justify something that they love to do in their free time to make money out of it and make a business out of it. So ThorSport Racing was involved. That's where the first Thor cuss word started, ThorSport Racing.
We can bleep the first one if you
bleep.
Yeah.
ThorSport Racing started and then kind of evolved from there. And then dang Allison comes along. She wants to ride horses, and kind of what started as a hobby turned into ThorSport Farm. And then now here we're in Aubrey, Texas, and we're going to name the new facility ThorSport Ranch, which I know has a lot of heritage to it, formerly Green Valley, formerly Cardinal reining horses. So it's kind of a new chapter for us.
It's a ranch that just needs its name changed. Like it's just it's apparently never had a great name because everybody just changes it.
Change it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I'll touch briefly. I don't know how much of the history you know. You and I talked about it a little bit, but so that ranch got built because Ed and Nancy Pickett, their kids were non-pros with me, and Mandy and I were looking at a piece of property in Marietta, and he said, "That's too far for my kids to drive. I got this land here. You just tell me what you want, and I'll build it."
Yeah.
So Ed Pickett, we designed it, and Ed built it, and it was a much toned down version to what it is today. It was more basic, and then when Ed died, it ended up going to Wallace and Jane Weiniger.
Yep.
And Wallace expanded a lot. He built on some of those offices and some more barns and
made the entranceway. There used to be one driveway in to a little loop around the front office. That's it.
Yeah, no, they did for sure.
He did a lot to it.
They did a lot to it. And then John Marcos bought it. And now you guys, and I will say everybody that's had it has done it justice. You know, everybody's done a nice job at that place, but what you guys are doing to it is another level. I mean, I have not. I was gonna pop in there today, but I can see the road is getting asphalted today.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a couple days ago, but here we are.
Yeah.
Legacy
I did.
sale.
You know what? I did a U-turn right there because I forgot the batteries, and I saw the driveway still blocked off.
It says
Yeah,
detour. We've had some supplies coming in for the legacy sale, and we've had some of the construction guys cussing them out today.
Yeah.
Which
The neighbor lady keeps just sending
hey.
deliveries.
Yeah, we have some wonderful neighbors across the street, and we're making sure we're prepared for the legacy sale. I'm doing my end. I would say our other counterparts are doing their end. So, but it's I've been kind of resolving fights today.
I can't wait. I'm not going to go there until the legacy sale. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Is it going to be done for the most part, what you're doing, or?
Yeah, for the horse wise, there's a lot of nitty gritty detail that we'll have to clean up afterwards.
Yeah.
But for the horse sale, I think everybody will be definitely pleased and get the gist of our goals for the property and kind of revitalizing everything for sure.
Yeah.
Looks
Absolutely.
amazing. I've been by a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pictures I saw. I mean, it's just you guys have taken it to another level for sure.
Yeah.
Then we
when
got
did-
the
when did
legacy sale coming up in a couple weeks.
The 20th, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you ready?
We're in
Huh?
a couple days count.
Yeah.
And so like all the construction guys say, so is it really, like they're asking me, so horses really moving in here on this day? And I said, well, it's a different day for me. And I said, yeah. I said, they're moving in. They want horses worked. I mean, I said, these people are coming here to spend money.
You need me to bring a round pen?
and these horses.
We'll bring one.
And
I got a nice one.
and they're like, really? I said, absolutely. I said, day and night, boys, day and night. I said, I got beer. It's not the beer in that office over there. That's for a different party. But we've actually done construction cleanup lately. For everybody to clean up their at the end of the day. They get a case of beer when they go home.
Nice.
As long as you put trash in the dumpster.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's tough,
And if
to,
you
it's
don't-
tough to get
I
sometimes.
mean, part of
It's just, you got to incentivize people.
part of the
right?
history of that place that Tom passed over is I bought the first annual Green Valley ping pong table upstairs because I was a poor assistant horse trainer and the upstairs wasn't finished. And I went to the sporting goods store and I bought the ping pong table and he was going to pay me back for it. Until apparently, I guess I was running my mouth too much and we bet. We ended up betting over the ping pong table, to which I lost. So he didn't pay me back for the.
You got a free ping pong table.
Where is that table?
That
it's
table.
dead now.
That table is rotted and gone. That was a long time ago.
Well, I ordered a pool table that can turn into a ping pong table. I would say with some deliveries, say there was some delays, but I plan to have that
Nice.
up there.
Well, I don't plan on paying for it.
So
Hey, I plan on you being there to test it out, though.
That's fine.
Okay.
So what's the plan? I know a lot of people are gonna want to know what inspired you guys to buy that ranch and
She need another project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bored.
So, obviously, I've kind of only been in the reining industry for about 6 or 7 years now. I grew up showing Tennessee walking horses, which is maybe something fun we can talk about tonight because I know I'm not bringing to the table all of my reining and Western performance discipline stories, but there is a connection about the horse. And so, basically, I accomplished a lot of goals that my family and I set with the Tennessee Walking Horse World. We wanted a new challenge, and reining is kind of what I think answered the bill. I'm not like Carly, like your daughter wanting to jump. I said that, oof, that's a little much. And I wanted to do something different. And reining, I knew I'm originally from Ohio, like I said. So Greg Hill is from there. And his wife actually would babysit me a lot growing up because my parents actually still to this day live in the housing community where Greg and Lisa Hill live. And he would always have these Lawsons and bronze trophies all over his office when his wife would babysit me. So that was kind of an instant connection. That's kind of what led to Brian Bell because Greg Hill has had horses with Brian Bell over the years historically. So, and I know reining is definitely rich in the state of Ohio too, with a lot of people from there in the sport. So, long story short, I don't know if it's a long story short, let's be real, but I want to do something different.
Short story short.
I don't really know, but wanted to get into reining and do something different. And obviously, to stay competitive, you can't always just buy the latest, greatest horse. You kind of have to invest in it. And for our family's approach to invest in it long term for the direction, obviously having a hub in the Texas, Oklahoma area where a lot of the events are, where a lot of the sales are, breeding and stuff like that, it just made sense for us. And I really admire my parents' approach of
If you ain't first, you last.
That's
Ricky Bobby.
that
That was Ricky Bobby.
behind closed doors. Yes, we were like that. But we're not behind closed doors right now. So the approach is my family they love buying buildings and stuff like that. Instead of starting from scratch, like how can we make this our touch on buildings that kind of have just maybe need some love, need some TLC. So, being in Aubrey was definitely a good location. The price per acre, like, with you guys neighbors across the street, it is a hotbed. And so it just made a lot of sense for us to purchase it and try to put our approach on it. And growing and getting more involved in the reining. Of course, you can buy a nice horse, but some of these horses you've got to breed and bring up yourself. So we're kind of approaching with the long-term haul to breed, raise, train out of there. I've had a great time, and I love having horses at a lot of different horse trainers throughout the country. And I think I have an open-minded approach. You're never going to stop learning. And once we all start getting closed-minded, that's when we close the door on ourselves. Okay.
Tom started closed-minded, been closed-minded.
For a while.
Finish closed-minded.
For a long time.
No, Tom, maybe I'm going to ask you this question.
I'm
After I'm done answering, you're going to tell me about your approach because I'm all about it. But anyways, he might say, "Hey, there's the door, Allison. It's going to hit you on your ass on the way out." But anyways, that's kind of the approach. Having horses in a lot of different locations has been excellent and wonderful, but at the same time, it's a full-time job just to keep a handle on all these horses that we're having, because not all the horses pan out to be what we expect. Well, like you all know,
reining is a hard sport to conquer. It's gonna take a lifetime to feel like you even get close to conquering. I don't think it's something you can come in and do for 6 years and conquer. Like you have to be fully committed.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I agree with that.
You're going hard. You're going to be fully committed to try to be successful.
0 or 100 kind of approach, but and of course, there's always times where we're highs and lows and valleys and tops of the mountain and stuff like that. I understand
Mariana Trench for you last week, right?
Yeah.
Whoa, what happened? Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
What happened?
He said the same thing. He goes, man, the highs or the valleys and
the peaks and the valleys.
Valleys of
so
horse
tell us
training.
About your peaks and the
he
valleys.
said the peaks and valleys of horse training. And he goes, I'm in the Mariana Trench right
now. I almost fell off yesterday. I had a wood stirrup shatter when I was mid-stop. Just went pop. And caught myself, so I didn't end up in the Mariana Trench. But
well, I mean, it wasn't. It was more figurative. Not
literally.
Not literally, like I was on the ground. But so it was. Joe brought that up because we were at Tulsa, and of course, I showed 5 horses there, and 4 of them I thought for sure I'm going to win money on. And one's a little green. I didn't think I could win money on him. And I got through the first 4 and I won about $300 so far. I told Joe, I said, I don't even want to show this last one. He's too green and he's not ready. And I'm in the Mariana Trench of horse training right now. And then he won about $15,000 the last day.
20.
So.
Yeah, but that's when Tom's best. No smoking required.
Yeah, it is. That's right.
That's when Tom's at his best, though. When his back's against the wall and he's got the greenest one that's not ready, he turns into Superman.
Well, I got you on the Rainer next month.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Nice. So it's not just about the money; it's about that picture too. And it was a damn good picture.
Well, Tom publicly can thank my friend Dan Myers from Utah for helping him find that horse. And my friend Dan, thank you for helping me help Tom find his horse that got him out of the Mariana Trench.
Did you make any money on me?
Yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
And that is sponsored by Chuck
Heritage Farms and Dan Myers. Sounds like you got the better end of the deal. You won money.
Yeah, no, I'm all good. I'm all good. That's a nice horse. Hopefully there'll be more than one picture. But I mean, you never know. Maybe.
Well, you gotta sell it while it's hot. So it's in the no smoking ad.
He'll be good.
So what are you gonna do at the new Thor Sport? You're gonna have mares and babies? You're gonna have trainers? What's your plan?
All the above.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You don't have to be specific. You can just answer those questions with one word. Yeah.
no, I can go, but you got at some point you got to like have that action symbol that say "shut up, Allison."
we love it.
Very good.
No, all of the above. So, kind of some history. Grew up in Ohio, showing Tennessee walkers. That eventually brought me down to Tennessee and Murfreesboro, which is like a suburb of Nashville. And honestly, I think Aubrey/Denton area is like that to Dallas Fort Worth. So my family and I were driving around lately a lot because we're here for construction and everything, trying to get it pushed to have the lovely grand opening at the Legacy sale, which I know will be a big hit. But it's there's a lot of similarities. What brought me to Tennessee was with gaited horses. The World Championship was based there, so I was kind of moving to the hotbed when it was time for me to go to college. I went to Middle Tennessee State. We purchased barn and acreage there. We'll still keep that there, Middle Tennessee State. It's the largest undergraduate school in the state of Tennessee.
I've never heard of it. I don't even know what their mascot is. Like, are they the
It's a blue raider. It's a horse.
A blue raider.
Yeah, I grew up and people would call me Horse Girl at the lunch table. And I said, you know what? Look at me now. I'm on the show.
So a blue raider is a blue horse.
Yeah. So anyways.
Because a raider in the NFL is a pirate.
Yeah. Vegas, baby, right?
Yeah.
Oakland, then now we're in Vegas.
Yeah.
All right, see, I know my sports. Anyways, moved to the hotbed for there. So I've kind of been basing out of Tennessee a lot. So we've had some breeding going along there for their reining horses, but at the same time, the demand is in this area of Texas, Oklahoma. So we're going to move a lot of that breeding there. We still have a vet clinic called the Equine Surgical Center in Tennessee. We'll keep it there. And then our current existing barns that I still ride at every day, we're going to kind of expand and have a rehabilitation center there. And kind of, if we have horses come in, it's more of a referral clinic. We'll work with a lot of vets in the area. It's not to damper their business, but more or less from lameness to repro and stuff like that. We're just going to utilize those barns for the rehab in the Middle Tennessee area, which is a heavy discipline for not only gaited horses, but jumpers, ranch riding, and stuff like that. So there's a way to give back to the community in Tennessee. Meanwhile, we're going to kind of move here to I would say the trenches of Texas, for breeding. So trying to expand and show, we own stallions like No Smoking Required, as well as we have some mares, Gunny Custom, which is, come from your legacy of the McCutcheon family. So we've been breeding to a lot of industry stallions, or likewise our stallion to a lot of mares. I've been purchasing a lot of embryos out of mares that we don't own ourselves, trying to go all in on the basket. But again, I know from watching you guys, this isn't just a short-term deal. It's kind of, you got to love it every day. And my family and I truly do. So we're just excited to add to the area, not take away from anybody.
So, how much time do you think you'll spend in the area?
I'll be here. I'll base out of here now.
Okay.
I travel a lot. Our family business is, like I mentioned a little bit, we're in asphalt coatings, we're in NASCAR racing. I enjoy attending all of that, and as well as being involved. Obviously, we're surrounded by a lot of really good people, and that's what makes it in anything from a training barn to any business. But I enjoy being a part of that. But at the end of the day, what I do every day is wake up and I go ride horses. So, and right now that my main focus is in reining. So I'll base out of here and be riding just like all of us. So.
And she's going to bring us to the NASCAR Truck Series race.
Gunny, I already did that.
I know. And it was amazing too. We went to the Quanta booth, one of their sponsors, and they treated us amazing. We got the food, we got the headsets. So you can be like, yeah, hey, you're driving like a dumbass. You need to do this. You need to do that. It's cool. Really cool.
We're actually racing in Bristol, Tennessee tonight. It starts at 7, but that truck is on the pole tonight. So they qualify by fastest lap times, and he's starting from first tonight. So
I already know he was on the pole because my buddy Reed over there keeps up with your Facebook page, says they won the pole in Bristol. I said, that's in the Quanta truck. I've been wearing the Quanta hat for 6 months now.
Yeah, he showed up at Tulsa, and I kept looking. I'm like, who is this guy wearing a hat that I know? We all wear horse hats at horse shows. I'm like, who is this guy wearing a race hat riding a horse?
He got that race car hat? No, hell no.
I went up and I look at him.
Yeah.
I said, Gunny, is that you? He said, yeah. I got this from the suite at the Dallas Truck Race.
I
just took it.
I took 3 of them, dude. They were
Well,
all over.
Hey, it's like horse shows. You got to promote. You got to
They
put
were
them in the
all over.
hands.
They were all over. I'm a bald guy. Got to wear the hats. Took 3 of them. I should have wore it tonight, but it's a little sweaty.
Hey, tonight my little plug is my hat is by Just Stitch It.
Yeah.
I feel like
she's okay.
She's wonderful. She's wonderful.
I feel like you should have maybe asked me and Joe before taking Gunny because he's a little embarrassing sometimes. Well, did he embarrass you at all, or was he okay?
There was enough
Was
people.
he behaved?
There was 30 other friends there that weren't you two buddies. Huh? There was 30 other people that wasn't Joe Schmidt and Tom McCutcheon, right?
We welcome them.
No.
Yes, we would. Yes.
No,
Gunny
we're
said-
not gonna.
Yeah, you said you told Gunny to invite us, didn't you? And then he just did.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I do. Yeah. Tell me, I'll handle it next time.
Okay. Well,
Hey,
actually, I
what are you
think it
doing
started
tonight,
with
Gunny?
Monica.
I'm going golfing. Yeah, y'all go
Yeah.
golfing. We're going golfing.
You know what happened was, this is what happened. I was talking to Monica, and she goes, well, what are you doing tonight? You in the area? I said, yeah, I'm in the area. I said, well, we have a truck race. Do you want to come? She said, give me 5 minutes. Yes, Gunny and I are going to come.
She
That's
invited
what
my
happened.
wife.
That's what happened. Because we were ordering hats, swag.
It sounds about
Yeah.
right. Gunny, Monica never goes anywhere with us. Sounds about right.
Me either. Me
Yeah.
either.
Well, next time. It's not like we're done.
So are you going to have your private trainer in there? Or are you going to get a couple of public trainers, somebody that rents
It's gonna be
stalls? What are
private.
your
I tried to
thoughts?
cross that bridge a little bit. It's gonna give me solo private. Yeah. Might
right?
need a new place to train horses soon.
Hey,
It's gonna be
Hey, I
private.
told Manny in my past life I was a politician. Okay, sometimes we got to just play it by the book. But anyway, long story short, why the hell do I keep saying that shit?
That's all right. It's all right. Keep the
So-
long stories long. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess. Well, you guys got to go.
Yeah,
to
have
bed.
you told the
Our
short
our
story
book
yet?
is- No, damn Allison. Be like, that's the first and last time we invite her into this home.
No. We love it. We love
Anyways.
it because Joe doesn't like talking. Sometimes
No.
Tom talks
He
too much.
has great
And
insight.
I just say
I
dumb
listen.
shit. So
I
we're
just
good.
listen.
What was the question?
Joe's a good listener. Doesn't matter.
Trainer.
Joe's a good
What-
listener.
What kind of
Hey.
trainer are you putting in there?
Yeah, what kind of trainer?
Yeah.
I
Public or
envision-
private?
Thank you, Joe.
Let's call it a hybrid. I envision a team, kind of like I grew up around. Yes, there's room for outside horses. I know the herd that the Thorson family has,
It's
which is
probably going to fill up a majority of it.
it's extensive, from a breeding to training, with stalls and stuff like that. Open-minded about it, but I envision I would love to focus. Like I said, I've been traveling to a lot of different trainers, and everybody does a great job. But long term, I don't think I can be running up and down the road and have a good progression plan. So it'd be nice to kind of focus on the mass amount under one roof where I can kind of have a hand on it. Like a lot of people in this industry that are even sitting at this table, just see even the good horses have a service, but now we know where they're at. We can move them along, vice versa. They serve a purpose for anybody. And so maybe it's somebody that walks in the door and that wants to purchase it for them. And I think it's been really fun lately, actually, too. I've been starting to sell some of these horses that we've accumulated, and I'm getting text messages and emails and phone calls about how this horse goes to win the ranch riding in Ocala this past week. And I've enjoyed the horse and stuff, too. So that would be the vision, is to have a group of trainers. I envision some wisdom from the top with instruction that's been there, done that. From a show perspective, as a fierce competitor, like I want to know and shoot me straight, but also you got to have a mixture of some young go-getters, but sometimes we all need to be kept in line too. There's definitely room for some outside horses, but for sure in the beginning, I want to get a handle on just kind of what we have. Even from the structure of the facility too. We've done a lot of water flow and stuff like that, but
I know where some of the water lines are too. If you ever need anything, that was
I'd
pretty
hate
much
to-
Tom's plumber when
I'd
we
hate-
were there.
I'd hate to sell a big pitch and then all of a sudden it's like, wow, the roof is caving here. You know what I mean? But that would be the vision.
And you kind of inherited the legacy sale, and thank you for keeping us around. Appreciate that, and being being a partner with us in that whole process. Do you feel like you're part of your program will be raising babies and yearlings for that sale?
Yes, for sure. Absolutely. So this year I had 19 babies. Next year I have 42 coming.
Nice.
Well, the legacy sales in its 20-something
20.
year.
This is its silver anniversary, 25 years. Right?
25th year, 25 years at the same place. Like,
That's why I tell
just has to
people.
be there.
That's why
it's just there.
Yep. I walked around today telling construction guys that have nothing to do with horses. I said, you don't understand, like, and I know this from construction, doing projects for asphalt coatings or whatever. You've got to have a deadline. Otherwise, people just
Drag on.
And so we've probably, even though my dad's a non-emotional kind of business approach, he said, we've done about a year's worth of construction in 4.5, 5 months. And I said,
I feel like that's how you guys do it.
I said, don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Shh. But we really have. We closed on the property in February this year. Our first time when we looked at the property was during a legacy sale last year.
Yeah.
So when the auction was
that.
going on, I remember Sarah Boyd, the realtor, was giving us a whole grand tour. My family I admire them for like their rose-colored glasses, and giving hope to something. And obviously there's a lot of heritage, like 25 years in the same place. And what do we say? Oh, no, we're under construction, so we're just not going to do it here?
I mean, I think that place actually always looked like a premier facility. It always looked nice.
Yeah.
But to have the vision to redo nice and make it nicer that's cool.
And that's
Yeah.
a big project.
What you guys are doing
It's
is
a lot of work.
I put eye drops in before I came here because it's just been a long day.
Yeah.
and it looked nice, and it always looked nice for the sale.
Yeah.
But I think, what
I'm sure there was
Allison
stuff
knows
worn
is,
out.
yeah,
I'm sure there was a
behind
lot
the
of stuff
scenes,
worn out that we don't know about.
If the sale was on its 25th year, how many years ago did we build it?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Because we were there a couple of years when we did the sale. You is old.
Ooh. Do you want to give us that number this evening?
I started working for you in 2002, and it was not complete upstairs. The driveway was gravel.
Yeah.
No.
Well, the driveway was gravel a week ago. The main driveway, it was cement up around the porte-cochere.
Wasn't the main driveway, though, like, so we've been paving and stuff. Eventually, our vision, I'd like to go back to that other driveway that's on the top of the hill.
And we've been going
straight shot.
On the top.
Straight, it kind of goes around, and I guess over the dam.
By the house, you can go.
Oh, yeah.
You could go west out of the house and go up, or
that main driveway looked nothing like it did now, Tom. There was no concrete there. It was a gravel loop around the deal.
By the
around the front entranceway, it was just a loop in and out. But there was a gravel driveway that went over by the dam too.
Do you have pictures?
Google Earth.
I have kiosks and stuff, and we have TVs hung and everything next week, and I'd love to loop that around. But we can go back to that. But
did you fill in?
You want pictures of me to put up there, or you want pictures of Tom?
The big bump. Filled that in.
That's filled in. It is paved.
Nice.
Dude, they used it as a speed bump.
I know.
It was not. That was done on purpose. Hey, we're tired of these assholes driving in and out of here.
I could see that.
But not really. It was just a hole because they ran something underneath the road, and they said, let's just leave it and call it a bump.
Yeah.
No, literally, it was a dip. Because, so full circle, the first horse I purchased that was a reining horse was turned down for what? And the first time I rode a reining horse was at
there.
Cardinal.
Yeah.
When you had Brian, Ruben, and Franco.
Billy
two times, maybe Jarvis.
There was a handful of people, so it's kind of funny because I still own that horse to this day. Heck, I'm showing his first daughter at Congress in a couple of weeks.
Oh, cool.
I tied him in the Futurity that year. We were fourth. We tied for fourth.
I have a cool marketing ad.
Yeah, that was a big deal then.
It is a big deal. Hey, weren't you Congress champion last year?
It's just in the intermediate. That doesn't count. That's the little kids.
It does too count.
No, it doesn't count.
you got a trophy.
Yeah, but yeah, there was a lot of money. The money was good. The sucker pays.
OHIO.
It pays good.
Yeah, it made it worth going across the Indiana state, right?
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
I feel like that driveway there is going to be almost made for racing. I mean, they own race cars. Like there's not going to be a slow down sign there.
Hey, we're going to have a display at the legacy
If
sale.
you guys have a slow down sign there, I'm going to be disappointed. Okay.
The only sign's going to be don't park on the sprinklers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already talked to Mandy about that.
25 years of issues.
So we put in a sprinkler system to keep the grass green.
Yep.
And I said I might as well have these announcements that you see in like the movies, like
you better
the Princess
fence that
Diaries,
shit
like
off.
get off my lawn.
You better fence it off because people are trained for 25 years to park there.
over there on that grass. Yeah.
You better
Well,
fence it off.
I got my boundaries today by my family. I said, so where's the parking at? Because I'm gonna stay here, and kind of make sure this ship comes home before the legacy sale. And well, I think we'll align with this tree right here. That'll be good, and then people could park from here. I said, okay. I'm already thinking of like, okay, I need to call this person from Tennessee, this person from Ohio, and that's all they're gonna do is wear a polo, highlight yellow, and say no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how it is. I know how it
Like
is.
with a flashlight or something.
Hey,
like
but guess
a laser.
what?
Give them a laser.
But guess what? Business is booming in the legacy sale. They're gonna be pouring in.
It'll be good. I think there's going to be a lot of people show up just to see the makeover.
Hey,
See
it
what
works for
everything-
everybody.
Yeah.
But in a good way. I think it's in a good way. It's all about refreshing, and it's about keep everybody moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody can take
horse
away something from
sales
everything.
are still booming. I mean, the horse business is booming. The auction business is booming. Horses in auctions are still at record highs. In every kind of auction,
Yep.
in halter auctions, they're booming. I mean,
We talked about it today. The quality in the legacy sale this year is super high.
I agree.
just like everybody's 2-year-old. Best horses I've ever seen, huh?
Yeah, they got to look good on paper. That helps for sure.
Yeah. No, it's exciting.
Well, I got a round pen I'll rent the legacy sale for free cocktails.
Hey, they've already started arriving.
So was it your idea or your parents' idea?
I'd say it was her idea.
Yeah.
No, actually, it was my dad's a visionary. He was. Like, I grew up, I'm an only child, like I said. I grew up, our main offices, Asphalt Coatings Company, Steelmaster, or Thorworks Industries, right across the street. And I'd grow up every day. Eventually, I went to online high school just so I could ride horses all the time. We'd be on the road 30 weeks out of the year. My mom would do the entries, take the horses through an inspection process, because Tennessee Walkers had to go through a whole before and after. Like, if you were in the top 3, if you placed, you had to go through x-rays, palpations, eye scans, all this stuff, which is crazy because now I go to reining, we just do bit and equipment check.
Right.
Which is good, but at the same time,
I
like,
used to check the reiner's teeth to make sure they were old enough.
Yeah, there was a time. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
okay.
There
True
used to
story.
be a vet at the gate that would like double check pictures of the papers and go,
Yeah.
that ain't that horse, and follow you back to the stall.
True story. The vet would look at their teeth right at the gate, and they'd look at their papers. Yeah.
Right as you're exiting the gate.
Yeah,
Yep.
because somebody tried to show did show a 4-year-old one time.
Yes, that did happen. Wasn't me, but it did happen.
Several people show 4-year-olds now. They're all Brazilians.
Yeah.
You know, those
Yeah.
cheaters.
Okay, well, he
Them
just
guys
read
are
my
cheating.
mind.
Them Brazilians, they know how to cheat the system.
Well, they're not.
I don't
cheating.
care if they're born 6 months later. They're still cheating.
Well, they are not cheating anything because that's the rule. But the thing is, when that rule went into effect,
Everybody wanted
There
to
wasn't-
move to Brazil.
no.
And neither did I.
Can we do anything with his mic? Can we shut his mic off? Cut him with
Just
something?
get the
Would you want to
Yeah.
move to Brazil?
Just
No.
a button?
No.
Yeah, I like that.
Just so we're clear, I did not do drugs before we came here. This is one or
drink.
2 drinks of Crown Royale.
One or
Okay,
two.
and
One or
some
two.
dessert.
Hey, Royale.
Yeah.
Royale.
It's like a Royale with cheese.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Jesus.
And I'm out of
Anyway.
it.
Yeah,
What are you talking
was your
about?
question?
So,
Anyway,
whose vision was this? But then
No,
I think
right,
we
your
went
dad's,
to.
your
But
dad's.
no.
we're just
Was it
talking
I
about
want to hear about this bit check.
well,
Because,
we were talking about the 4-year-olds actually.
Yeah.
which
and-
I think is a valid question. I
Yeah.
saw some good horses in Tulsa.
And if
They weren't
Gunny.
Brazilian.
they come,
There is
yeah,
one that I thought should have marked higher that was Brazilian.
yeah, if they come from Brazil, here's the problem. When I was around, I was on the NRHA board when this rule got put into place.
Yep.
And everybody was like, it's probably not completely fair, But they're not any good at this anyway, so it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, from then till now, things have changed considerable.
Yeah, they've improved.
Now those guys are very good at this, and now they can show. They're bringing horses up here and showing in August at Tulsa that are basically Derby horses. So I don't know the answer, but probably needs to be addressed at some point, because the originality of that was the fact that it doesn't matter because they're not going to win anything anyway. Well, that's not the case anymore. Now they're very, very good at this, and
There are some dang sporty horses, and it's a good problem to have, I guess, is because obviously the industry's growing, and it's not just why I'm moving to the area of Texas, Oklahoma. I think that's a great factor, but at the same time, it shows how the sport is going beyond that.
well, the million was won by a horse from Europe.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that's good. That's good selling points from an industry perspective. If someone wants to get involved and not make them feel like it's closed minded in a short little track.
I think it was one of the best things that happened for our sport, because anybody can win, even the guy from Europe.
Mm-hmm.
And him and that horse had marked more 230s. Like they were good, but feels like
yeah, we talked about it before.
It wasn't-
To us, it wasn't. It
A
wasn't a
surprise.
surprise.
Correct.
I mean, we've seen that horse. I saw that horse when Cade went over and showed in Paris, and I mean, is legit every single time. That horse is legit. So it wasn't. I'd have been more surprised if it wasn't. To me, the only question was, because we've seen it over and over again, how is that trainer going to react? He's never been into that kind of pressure.
Right.
But by all accounts, I mean, everybody that was there all week said he got him ready good all week. He stayed within what he knew he could do, and
didn't overshow him.
yeah, didn't overshow him.
Just perfect. Yeah.
That's what we see most of the time, is those guys come over here and start looking around, and then they
Try a little too hard.
just
Yep.
overdo.
Which I think is cool. Like being in a lot of training barns and being a non-pro competitor and stuff like that. A lot of these training barns are based off. There's not a lot of Americans. I think it's an international sport, and
It
it's
certainly is an international sport now.
it's cool how we have a mixture of a lot of people from Belgium, from the South America region,
Australia.
Canadians, Australia. It's not
South
a bunch of
There's even a couple
Mexico.
of Italians that are all right at it.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's exactly. It's not dang Americans all the time.
Can't think of them.
Gunny's
Yeah.
got a little.
Yeah. No, I mean that's also, we've noticed, like from the legacy sale and stuff, how many Europeans get on the phone. I mean, the attendance is from all over the world.
Yep.
And the Mexicans have always been
strong there.
always been strong. I mean, we buy a couple extra bottles of tequila. I'll make sure.
The demographics include extra tequila.
Yeah, we want to make sure.
I like tequila. It makes me a little goofy. But maybe I'd buy that horse.
That's the plan.
Yeah, that's what we're shooting for.
Yeah, but you're going to be going there in the future as a seller. You can't be. You'll be selling.
no.
You can't be buying them all
Yeah,
back.
my future at the legacy sale is oof. Although I remember last year, I have a funny story. We were walking around. My dad's like in his game mode. Like I thought I showed up. My parents there. We all met the Cardinal at the time. So we're about to go on a walk with the realtor, and we're not buying horses. That was the
Plan.
Cover.
plan.
How many did you buy?
2.
I knew it wasn't just one.
Oh,
I knew it couldn't
2.
be.
But someone
Yeah.
came up. We're at the high tables waiting for the realtor to come up, and my dad's bidding on his phone when the sale is right there. But he just got to have it. He loves the game. And my mom's over there just, we don't need any more horses. Because I need to tell you about my parents, though. Like, they take care of horses. They muck stalls. Like, everybody in Ohio, like, Duke and Rhonda, my parents are big supporters of the horse world, and they love the horses. So, anyways, my mom's thinking from a business perspective, or like her livelihood. She's trying to garden, but your father has another horse showing up tonight. What do I do? You know, and I'm getting it. And then Dad goes, your mom thinks it's funny. I'm like, I don't think so, Dad. But anyways, long story short, someone comes up, hey, have you bought anything? Because, you know, we're not talking about how we're walking around trying to buy the whole place.
Nothing. It wasn't the 4 times.
Hey, so someone goes, have you bought anything? And Dad goes, yeah, I just bought that one. And it literally just walked across. That's when my mom and I both found out about it. Oof, that was a big family fight. And then Sarah Boyd, the realtor, comes up, hey, Thorson family, let's go walk around. And I'm like, woo, I'm going to be the nice medium here because we got Duke and Rhonda. Whoop, whoop. You know.
Yeah, Sarah's great too. Huh?
But she did a great job.
Has a horse background, which helps.
Yes, and she understands. And yeah, no, it's cool. And then we bought another horse. But when I first showed up that day, which was the high seller that year, high half and half, I'll never forget it, and I'll never let my parents down. Which I'm happy for Aaliyah, who is another non-pro competitor that purchased the horse. But Dad shows up, yeah, your mom loves this horse, and she picked out this one. I said, great. Let's get it.
Buy it. Yeah.
Dad didn't win. Ooh, Mom will never let him down to this day. And I'll never let him down starting next year when he's a 3-year-old. I'll say, hey, Dad, guess what?
That's the one you missed out on.
You lost on that horse.
That's when we believe horse auctions are a competition.
Oh, they are. There's horse showing and then there's horse auctions. Which, I mean, we've been in our fair share with other sales too. with horses, but no, it's a fun time. It's a fun time of year. Yeah. You know, like we have a farm paint, which is our friend's paint company, Keeneland horse sales and stuff like that. Like horse sales and any kind of horse industry, it's fun.
Yeah, this is a fun time of year for everybody because if you're sane, which Kate is not, and there's a lot of people that aren't. If you're sane, you're done after Tulsa with your Derby horses. You just go, okay, leave those over there, and then you kind of just ride. I picked out 3 2-year-olds that I'm riding and just riding my 3-year-olds, and the weather's cooling off. And it's just really, for me, it's my favorite time of year to just concentrate on the 3-year-olds, go to the Congress. Congress is, I'm dreading the Congress a little bit this year. I'm not going to.
Well, the Congress was fun last year.
Congress was fun, but you know what?
We had a good time.
We had a great time, but there's 170 horses in the Open Futurity this year, and the ancillary classes are going to be at an all-time high. And you know, nobody says more nice thing about the Congress than we do. We always enjoy it, and we'll end up enjoying the Congress. But I'm dreading a little bit right now the fact that the arena is going to be open from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m, and there's going to be 400 horses getting ready.
Are they doing 170 in one day?
No, 2 days.
Okay.
2 days. And I've put bugs in some ears. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's making a difference, but it would be great if they would run some ancillary classes down in the Denny Hale arena. I think that would take a tremendous load off of that main arena, but I don't know. It's a Congress. Congress is the Congress and its history, and you know, it is the biggest show that we go to that only has one show pen, and it does put a lot of pressure on that arena. But it is what it is. We know what we know. I mean, it's not a surprise. I mean, we know it before we go.
What is the Denny Hale arena? Is that the one we were warming up in?
I think
it's the big one down below. The great big one.
The all white. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to walk. It's about a 10-minute walk down there from the big barn. But it's a great arena.
Yeah.
It's actually probably a better arena to show in. It's not as sexy, you know, to the people people go to the Congress. I get it. But every other, I remember when they moved the classes at Oklahoma City out of the Coliseum. Every class used to be in the Coliseum, even at the Futurity. And when they moved those ancillary classes across the street to the Adequan, I mean, that
was a big deal.
Oh, made all the difference in the world, and people still show up. It's
a huge deal to go qualify now for.
Well, maybe that's something the Congress is going to have to look at because, I mean, it's pretty hard on those judges' lives too. If they're judging, from 7 a.m. till 10, 11 o'clock at night, I mean, that's
brutal.
2 o'clock. It went 2 o'clock one night last year.
That's not. I don't know that you're getting the most accurate opinion at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
no.
I won a class this year. I won't say where. But I kind of slid on my slowdown, and my significant other said, I came out. I won the class. He goes, who do you know around here? Because I said, did I just do that? And he goes,
You know,
Yeah.
a 2-point slide in the center is very hard to actually.
It was at 12-something in the morning.
Okay. It's easy when you're sitting in the chair to say 2 points, 2-point penalty. It's easy when you're in the stands to say 2-point penalty. But if not everybody gets it and you go review it, that horse can slide behind and it has to do 1-2 revolutions up front. It has to keep sliding through 2 revolutions. You know how difficult that is to assess on a video camera when you're not watching it in slow motion and you get 3 chances at the most to watch it, and you have to have a defensible position, otherwise the jockey can protest it.
Yeah.
So
you gotta be sure.
It happens. That happened to me at Vegas on Wisdor. I slowed down and he slid. He sure enough slid, and he even put in a quick trot step. But Mandy never quit whistling. Yeah. And it was when they had a go round in the finals, and he made the finals and ended up first or second in the finals. And it was, shouldn't have been in the finals, but Terry Thompson was judging, and he told me that he went back and they weren't sure, so they went back and watched the video, and they still couldn't see it.
Yeah. It's very difficult to see on camera too. It is more difficult to see on camera than it is live.
Yeah, and he asked me later. He said, "Did you slide and put in a little trot?" Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe
Mandy
not.
thought it was
I said, I don't
beautiful.
know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
What's the right answer?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, it's even difficult to catch on the side camera because there's not somebody sitting there zooming in and out.
Right.
Like it's just a camera sitting there.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to catch.
They don't let you slow it down though?
No.
No.
You don't get to watch it in slow-mo.
You got 3 times
No,
at the most.
if you have to look at it that close, then the benefit goes to the rider.
Yeah.
So, but
Right,
Anywho.
2-year-olds, huh?
yeah, you've been having fun. Did you fall off of one?
Yeah, let's change the subject.
Tell us about your day.
We're getting
You wanna talk about
donuts
it?
We
tomorrow.
need donuts.
Ended the
Are you
ride.
going to go to that
too
real
soon.
expensive place in Denton and get the fancy donuts?
I'm doing.
No, just get the regular.
No, I got one that pops up on my Uber Eats. It's one that I always
Get a couple of
I don't even
pancakes.
have to. It's already got the order built in. I just go.
Oh, sweet.
So tell us about your
Dude,
day.
I'm glad you're not hurt because the last 6 times you've fallen off, you've ended up in the hospital with broken ribs, broken back, broken hip, broken knee.
Sounds like Stetson, right?
Like you're okay now.
Yeah, I'm good.
This is great. Like a new ground?
Well,
a new
it could
saddle?
have been. No, it could have been bad because the first 2-year-old stumbled. His head went right between his legs, caught himself, and I'm good now. Because when it first happened, I went, this is bad. And then he
I'm going to die.
pulled his head out, and I'm good. And then he stumbled again, this isn't good. And it was right 5 feet from the fence. So there's no part of that was good. But I survived it, and I went, no donuts.
Wait till said it scared her. She was sitting inside the window. She said it scared her.
And then
This is today?
the next
Yeah.
one, I was turning him, and it was just like somebody shot him. He just fell straight down and just laid there. And of course, I could have stayed on, but my theory is get off when you get the chance. I mean, it's like
You're close to the ground. Might as well.
So technically you don't need to get donuts.
yeah, because I
No.
jumped off. He hit, and I threw myself off, rolled off, and he just
Made a,
there?
made a big deal out of
Yeah.
nothing.
He just laid there looking at me. I was like, you. So,
Yeah, because if you come off before
You're
the
doing
end of the
happy
ride-
hands.
yeah.
Hey, everybody, Allison's here.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'll pick on you. I'm sorry.
No, you can pick on me.
Uh,
So then what? Then
sounds like we need to get
Nothing.
some
bail.
I got
That was
up, and I had to go get him up because he's just standing there looking at me. And then he got up, and I get back on him. and
What
that
about
was
the
it.
first one? Maybe we need to talk to a vet about some EPM medicine or something.
No.
Huh? Or do you need to drag your arena a little bit more frequently? I mean,
No.
what do you got going on there?
You know, when you're pulling on those 2-year-olds and they're
And it
not
just
used
went
to all
doot, doot,
that,
doot.
yeah, he just
Yeah.
lost track of his front feet a little bit.
Okay.
But
how are
which-
you tonight?
I'm fantastic.
You feel okay? You
Oh, yeah.
sore?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Joe?
and that's
Um.
I was at a standstill. When it happened, he went down, and I went, yeah. I don't even know why I did it. I just felt like I would be better off out of the situation. And that also is what cut short my bull riding career.
Just jumping off too soon.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Was there any girls watching today?
Nod my head, and I feel like, okay, this is a good place to get out. I'm still in control here.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'm good.
Oops.
So tell us about your bull riding career.
I had a short.
Long story short.
Yeah. Actually, I feel like it'd be a short story long. Come on now. Tell us
No,
about it.
it's not going to be long because I rode in Little Riches rodeos, and I didn't start until the bulls were full size, like grown up bulls. And yeah, I talked about it before. The best time about the bull riding was when you were sitting on the fence with all your buddies with the shit on your jeans, being a bull rider, talking about this is the bull I drew. And last time he came out and he went left, and he'll hook you and all that stuff. And then the dance afterwards. And everything in between, I just wanted to be sick to my stomach. I hated it. Hated it.
Little britches.
Little Riches, yeah.
Little
It's a big
britches.
deal.
Yes, I just like little britches.
If you've ever been to the Little Britches rodeo at the Lazy E when it's going on, you've never seen a horse show with that many trucks and trailers and that many horse stalls and that many trucks in your life.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, we go to the NFR every year. My family does. And,
It's not.
but no.
I'm just telling you, at the Lazy E in Gusfrey, it's pasture after pasture full of tented stalls and barns and living quarters trailers in the dirt, in the mud, in the pastures.
Well, they're future NFR riders because we go to NFR every year. And that's some
big deal.
That's some stuff.
Yeah.
Some.
Yeah,
Who knew? I could see you in the headlights. Tom McCutcheon.
No, not bull riding.
Oh,
no.
okay.
I want to be maybe a team roper where I can just stay on my horse.
What about, so you've been competitive in the reining. I don't know exactly what you've won or what you haven't won or how close you've been to winning. What's your goal? What are your goals? How close have you come? Have you achieved any? Or
Yeah.
Have you won the Futurity?
I won
Or
the
a
level.
Futurity?
I won the level 3 non-pro Futurity
Yeah.
with Froze
Yeah,
in
cool.
2000. A couple of years ago. Or in 2025. Shoot, I don't even know what date it is. I'm in construction mode right now.
How long you been? Go back. How long you been riding the reiners?
2019, I started doing reiners.
Okay.
In 2020, I run Rookie of the Year with this horse, Smart Cowboy Whiz.
Not an easy feat to do. Second year in, rookie of the year.
No,
The rookie's the most freaking
it
competitive
is.
class.
Yeah.
at the
It
horse
is
show.
so hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to mark 20s in the rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won with a 219.5, which is pretty for when you're getting into it. So I came from a background with Tennessee Walkers. I did equitation, showmanship, Western rail classes, English rail classes,
But no
Western
sliding.
riding. No, but at the same time, I was a showmanship equitation Nazi pattern. I loved it. I loved patterns. I'd go to the Quarter Horse Congress, being from Ohio, I'd go to Quarter Horse Congress and idolize these people doing all these patterns, even from reining and stuff, and how I love the art of it. It's more than just going around in a circle and getting into reining. Holy cow, it's a whole new book. But I come up doing patterns, so I'm like, oh, reining patterns, great. That's what I love to do. And then when I start out in green, which I think NRHA, I think it's a great deal to grow up. You graduate to rookie. It's a great way to bring up riders.
Yeah, it gets everybody
and
a
not make
shot.
everybody scared and run away and go somewhere else.
Yep.
It's about mastering one thing at a time, because I definitely think this is a timely process to learn. It's not something you can go just
Yeah, it's
jump on.
difficult. Yeah, it's difficult.
It's very difficult. So Rookie of the Year, I remember I had 3 horses in it because that's the max amount you can enter. And like you guys know, and the horse that I won on in 2020, he was my 3rd horse. I was just frustrated with my first 2, and he was on the 2nd day.
No, so you're like Tom. You're better with your back against the wall.
Back against the wall, and I'm pissed. I'm mad. And
I bet Tom wasn't pissed. You were probably scared to death.
I was scared and sad.
He wasn't scared. So I
In
heard
the
how good
trench.
this horse was going. You said that was the most green? Well, look at you go.
Yeah, he was green.
Hey, it was a green light to a nice score.
Gas pedal,
That's what
baby.
it was.
Gas pedal.
Hey, we don't hit no brakes around here.
When you talk about the divisions, and I've seen a lot of people talk about how how high the scores were at Tulsa and how high you had to score to win a prize in all the divisions. Well, that's true, but that's the best of the best. I mean, you can go, there's plenty of other places. You can go to North Carolina, you can go to Hamilton, you can go to Waco, you can go to Grant, you can go to so many other places. If you're not ready to walk in there as a level 1 or level 2 person, not ready to walk in and market 18 or 19, there's still a million places where you can go all across the country where a 15 is going to win a pretty good check. I mean, you guys, you judge all over the place. Would you agree with that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And now, like you're saying, just about every weekend,
Yeah.
there's a horse show somewhere.
But I think, coming from my perspective, my family is with me 30 weeks out of the year doing all around events, kind of with Tennessee Walkers. We would get back it was more of weekend events. Like we'd go somewhere for the weekend and we'd come back, but we were mucking stalls or unloading the trailer at 2 a.m. And that's kind of how I was raised is, honestly, the horses lived better. We work hard so the horses can live a better life. We made sure things were clean so we could go to work the next day. And, getting into reining, I definitely think it's the same aspect, but there's something about, I think now more than ever, with Tulsa being popular or the Run for Million. I know there's been some changes with the schedule for the upcoming years with the amount of entries and the rookie and the non-pro. I think there's something to be said with the numbers of maybe all these folks can't be competitive. They don't have a horse in the actual Saturday event of the Run for Million, or they might not have a level 4 horse in the Open Futurity Invitational at Tulsa, but they want to be
Level
a part
3 guy.
of.
Yep.
They want to be a part of this event,
Right.
and
100%.
as well as supporting the local shows. And I think it's a good problem to have because it means the industry's growing. But growing up, I was active on boards that I grew up in the industry I was in. Now I'm on the non-pro committee and stuff like too. And then I think it's important if us as exhibitors or spectators, we don't need to be pointing the finger so much and making issues, which I know you guys serve on boards and stuff like that. But like now I've gotten active on the non-pro committee. I'm applying for some other positions because there's got to be like with experience, if I want to start pointing fingers, I need to know what it takes to make it to that point and why things are decided to be the way they are. And with the wisdom and experience from the past. And obviously the industry's experiencing numbers that it probably maybe has never reached as much consistently.
Without a doubt.
So
Without a doubt. And I think one other thing the industry's done a great job at when you talk about, people want to go to those shows and participate. I think part of it is they want to go to those shows to test themselves. Okay, let's see where we're at. Everybody's going there. And two, the big shows now, 100X does a great job. NRBC does a great job. There's a few shows out there that do a really good job of with amenities. You show up, the sponsor area is great, the food's great. It's a place where people hang out. It's kind of those shows are turning more into a destination for owners, spouses, things, not just the people showing horses. And I think that's also helping the growth. And I think, like I said, I think NRBC and 100X are the leaders in that.
Trying to make it more fun.
Yeah.
I have a youth girl that's 13 that rides with me. She's only ever done weekend shows. Well, she's just so happened to buy a 4-year-old and wanted to go to the 100X, and she been coming for 2 months straight every day to ride this horse, like putting in the work. And when she's just not quite, going fast enough, or the light gets a little dim, I'd tell her, Mandy's in your class, don't you? I mean, you're competing with Mandy. We gotta go. She tied Mandy at the 100X in the 4-year-old class. She marked 18 and a half or 218 or something. Yeah, there's a spot for everybody, even for a 13-year-old kid going to the 100X for the first time.
Yeah.
I think that's important though, with Mandy's resume, and it gives other people hope that are wanting to get into the industry. And as much as I know Mandy's probably very hard on herself and wants to be the best, because
She's harder on Tom and Joe and Kate.
Well, I respect that fire, wherever it comes from. But I think it's a part of the people that have built the resumes and built the industry to keep in it and to have people, newcomers, to keep the fire going.
But and talking about how the business has changed, even for Mandy, it used to be we could go to the horse show and she could take one that maybe wasn't quite enough.
It was a top 5 horse, top 10 horse and win on.
Yeah. And mark a 17 or an 18 and be the winner.
She's a dang good rider.
She's a very good rider, but the point is that you can't cheat your way through it anymore, even in the non-pro. I mean, it's changed probably 5-6 years ago in the open, but in the non-pro, the last 2 or 3 years,
super competitive, super difficult.
It's a whole different thing.
Super
I'll put
good.
it this way too. You can spend your whole bank account on a horse that could do it. But
still got to put in the work.
If you can't ride it, or you put in the work and then it still doesn't work out.
Yeah. It takes a lot. It takes a lot on every level. You got to be good. You got to get lucky. You got to put in the work. You got to take care of it. And then you just have to show good one day, or you show bad one day. You make a dumb decision.
And that's where I think the humility comes from when people go around and like find, someone wins. Yeah, I do have respect for that person that wins that day. Because I know honestly, the pain that goes into it.
Well, and that person also has the humility because they know that the last time they didn't win anything and the next time they might not win anything. I mean, it's just, it's a very, this sport will bitch slap you like nothing
you get
else.
So excited.
Joe said it best.
What was it?
Well, it was
long story short.
A bowl full of shit sprinkled with a little bit of satisfaction.
It's still shit.
Huh?
It's still shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Hey, I found some
You're doing happy hands again.
Sorry, I get so excited. I think it's fun conversation.
Yeah.
No, I know Joe kind of took last year off and he came and I remember he came and showed one. I can't remember what horse show it was, but I was asking him when he wasn't showing and I said, so how's it feel staying home and not showing? Because he's never done that. He goes, man, I miss hating horse shows.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And it's just who we are. I mean, Cade said something yesterday or today, I can't remember where. He says, you know what? I would like my friends that think that their job's tough or whatever. They don't have to get on a horse. They don't have to saddle a horse. They don't have to do anything. Just stay up the hours that I stay up at the horse show.
Yeah. Just come to the horse show
stands
and
while
just
I'm
talk
riding.
to me. Just hang out with me.
Yeah. Get 3 hours sleep for a few days.
Just be awake for 20 hours a day for 7 days in a row, 10 days in a row. I know when Cade gets home on a Sunday, I mean, man, unless there's another show lined up the next week, I mean, it takes a day or two for all of us, not just him.
I think we call it horse show hangover now.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to have a drink of alcohol, but man, that day you get home, you're like, ugh.
I'm still tired.
I feel like I got hit with a bus.
He's still tired, and he got sick, and he did all the things, and he was miserable the whole time he was there. But he did good, and he won a lot, and he's ready to go back.
Yeah, exactly. Did good, got the adrenaline bump, and now I'm still a good person.
For another round.
Yeah, I almost now go through a little bit of withdrawal when I go to the horse show, a little detox, because I drink almost every day at home, and when I go to a horse show, you really can't, because I won't drink and ride.
Yeah.
So you can't, you just can't do it. If you're going to ride at 10 o'clock, midnight, I mean, like I said, I won't drink and ride. So I might go 6-7 days in a row without a drink. Mm-hmm. And it's not easy.
Don't worry. He's got a friend that's in AA and we take care of it. We manage it fine.
Well, so tonight we'd like to take a brief moment to address ranch fuel. So when we need a moment at the horse show, we go to ranch fuel.
Yeah. Right? I got the hat.
Yep. There we go.
Yep.
There we go.
You did it without us. It's like you've been in the sponsor, kiss your ass business for a minute.
Guys.
This is what I do.
Hey, grow the show.
I like how she left it. Perfect.
Thanks, Allison. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome.
Hey, I was about to say cheers.